Hi guys, it's Kiwigav here, and welcome to another update on my Porsche 911 GT3 by Tamiya, and it's in 1/24th scale. As from my last update, I've done a little bit more, and as you can see, still just at that stage on the lower arms and some of the suspension pieces. Have actually painted from the last update the springs. If that'll focus, you'll see not too bad. It's not perfect, but as this ISM video, sorry, not video, build is out of the box, I can't get any extras or scratch build, so that's what comes in the box. Not too bad, pretty pleased. Finished the brake calipers and discs. I may put another wash, just a bit of on the discs, just to make them give a bit of a different tone, but quite happy with those. And other parts, drive shaft and stuff, pretty much ready to fit once I'm ready to install suspension and so on. Focus there, probably not, give up on that one. What else have I done? I have installed side skirts and the front bumper on the body, ready for paint. I'm going to scribe some of these a little bit deeper, because by the time I get a few coats on and I clear, they'll probably disappear. But as I probably mentioned in my last video, still waiting on my Gravity Colours paint. In New Zealand it can take a bit of time to come from the States, so just got to be patient. What I haven't glued on at this stage, we painted separate, is the wing. All I've done is partially assembled it, kept it separate so I can get in here underneath with the airbrush nice and neatly, and then install the lower part of the wing, which goes that way into there, and attach it to the body. As you can see, there's a little mark there which I've just puttied and smoothed off, so it's dead smooth now. And whoops, once I see the putty, I'll just grab that, excuse me. Once the primer's on, I'll definitely know if it's all dead smooth. Underneath here, haven't done anything since. I was going to progress with just a black chassis, but no, I'm going to, true to the book, do these parts in the body colour, so then I'll come back and just detail paint brake lines and so on, fuel lines. After that, the most progress I have done is the interior, the tub. Got the mats in which are supplied, which I'll talk about in a minute, and the dash, steering wheel, the centre mark there. Decals in went quite nice, bit of detail painting just on the console, kept it to a minimum. Speaker decals, not too bad, not perfect, and there's some you can see just down the side rear. It's all glued up, seats in place. Oh, that one might need a bit of regluing. And what I've done on the seats, sort of in certain light you can sort of see it. It's a very dark grey on the upholstery, so just sort of mixes of satin black, satin greys, gloss blacks, just to get the interior looking quite nice. On the back here actually goes a metal sticker, the GT3 logo. I'm going to put that on last because I'll probably lose it and knock it off, so just before the tub the chassis. The body goes on nice and safely. I'll leave it off until then. Just quickly put the tyres together, something to do. Not much to it. I'm going to put a wash in there so they don't look too fake. I thought about stripping the chrome off and respraying, but it's not too bad. It just probably needs a wash. And the treads, made sure they're sort of mirrored, so they go on the right side of the car. It's quite a nice tread on them. I like those. Now, as I was talking about these mats here, in the little book here, when we find it, Tamiya's fold out. Here we have 1:1 scale, the cutting pattern for your mats, and here it explains what piece goes where, which letter. Wasn't too bad. Those probably on the large scale, but I was able to press into the corners in there with a very sharp knife, just trim it back. Wasn't too bad. But what I did do, instead of cutting this out when there's instructions on the other side, and I usually like to keep all my instructions filed away, so one day I'll build a good database of instruction sheets, so if anyone's lost one or misplaced one, I'll have them on file. I'll create my own little data bank. But what I did do at work, used a copier, copied this at 100% scale, and just cut out the templates, put them onto the reverse of the mat, flipping these upside down so I get the right way up, and then stuck them down. So it just saves a little bit of time doing it that way. But yeah, it hasn't come out too bad. A little bit of fluffy edge there, a little bit of cleaning up on the paintwork up here, but quite happy with that. There we go. Another look at the thing. Next, really it's at a holding pattern at this stage. I really would love to get stuck into my first body paint job with the nice gravity colours. There are other minor things I could be painting, but might look at a different kit to keep me occupied in the meantime. So that's it for now, and until next time, I'd say have a good modelling time at the bench, and if you belong to International Scale Modeller, come and make a comment on my build thread, and I'm sure any ideas or what I could do or shouldn't do be most welcome, and catch you around. Cheers.